Yay! It's on. Camera set. There we go. There we go. We got that going. And we have that. And then we have all that. Just me painting some Warhammer. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Where is me? Where is me? Me. Me. That's what I want to see. That's what I need to see. Okay. There we go. Chat is live. Add an emote. Oh, yeah. There we go. How do I get rid of that? Okay. There we go. Alright, that's on. That's on. The multi-stream doesn't work sometimes. I don't know why it doesn't. That's fine. If it doesn't work, it's fine. It's fine. Ah, there we go. That's a good spot for it. Yeah, that works. Hopefully everybody's day is going well. I'm just moving and grooving. Almost done. We just gotta get our dry brushing. Should be it. Get this bad boy all brushed up. We gotta get our blue steel going. That can actually come up more. There we go. Now it's just on the mat. There we go. There we go. That's there, that's there. Like I said, I hope everybody's day is going well. The good thing about today is that if anybody's curious about dry brushing, the way that I do it is I just get the brush going in the water here, get it nice and lubed up. And you can use any brush too. I'm using a makeup brush. Bought it on sale. Like discount going out, like for like $5 for a whole set. Make sure that it's all nice and flowing. Just get a little bit on there. Get our head out of here. And then what I do is I want to get it onto a regular paper that I've already have going, and I just try to get the paint into the brush first. Now that I've like soaked it into the brush, then I go on the side where I have it. Not bad. How are you all doing? And then I just get it going until it's light. I just stroke it. It's good. How are you all doing? And then you just go light. Okay, that's a lie. Okay, clearly you need a little bit more. Let me just give it a little bit of love on the side. Just go light. I don't know why I'm not getting this color I want. It's almost like it's too watery. That's okay, we can go over it a second time. Let me get a little bit of a fade. How was your day, Nikki and Somi? There we go. Thanks. Just working on some dry brushing techniques here and getting the tone right. Not bad. How was your day, Liam? There is a delay on YouTube, so doesn't like my streaming service that I'm using, I guess. Quiet. That's how my day was. Yeah. Well, we're getting there. I can show you the first one I did. This is the second one I'm doing, so we'll see how that goes. It's gonna be a little bit different. And we'll go from there. Trying to see if I can get this all done before Sunday. The first model? Yeah. We just finished getting this paint on. And then we can grab the first one. This is the first one we did. That's not supposed to be there, but we got that. That's okay. As long as you get to see it. That's all I really care about. But thanks for stopping by, even if you don't. I'm just here trying to paint. And all the company is much appreciated. Aw, thanks. Really appreciate you doing that. Blessings. I will enjoy telling my wife. Someone from Jamaica was watching me. And he said I had a good paint job. Bringing back memories of my dad. He used to paint flames on war and lots of old cast metal ones. Yeah, I miss the metal models. You can actually like clean off the paint a lot easier and not have to mess up the model itself. How's your day going, Gong Hunter? Is resin printed? No, no. These are the official Warhammer, the Games Workshop stuff. Yeah, if you want to play at the tournaments, you gotta have the proper models. They're starting to lock down on that stuff. If it's just a friendly game, it doesn't matter. But when you're going for tournaments, you want to have. You need to have actual Games Workshop models. Yeah. Because I wish they would allow it, because there's some cool conversion kits, like especially for this one. There's a cool conversion kit, and it kind of like hides the body here. It makes it all into one unit. But can't win them all. You know, if physical shop's still a thing. Yeah, they're few and far between. Like, I'm in Canada in the GTA, and the one that's closest to me is the one in Mississauga, and it's next to Walmart. That's the closest one, and the next ones are in Toronto. Like, you're paying more at their stores too, but they have all the product, right? That's the thing. It's okay. They gotta, you know, they have. The funny thing is that if you want to play at the store, they have limited tables, like super limited. Yeah. It is. That's why it's mostly the community that really keeps it going. Like in my locals, there's a very avid community. Like when it's like Sundays are Warhammer night or Warhammer day, and the whole entire top floor. So there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables that are all taken up. And then there's like 3 more tables downstairs, but they try to leave that for some of the card games. So it's kind of there and back. You gotta kind of like play around and try to score a spot before. Hey man, I really love your stream and enjoy a part of being your fan community. Would you mind adding me up on the Discord? Thanks, but currently no. You can join the Discord channel. It's in the profile. You can grab it off of Twitch in the abouts. When I get a chance, I'll add you. Much of a tabletop player, yeah. I like both. I learned a lot more. Like when I was younger, I was avidly into the hobby, but it just got too expensive for for a 13-year-old, and I loved everything about it. You can do all these like little custom stuff, and think of any the world was your oyster to build and paint and build these cool dioramas as well. But I didn't have YouTube back then, and it was very hard to learn new skills, and no one really, it wasn't a very big hobby back then, right? So there was no like, oh, come here to my shop and I'll teach you how to miniature paint. And like the guys at the store would help sometimes, but you know, they're busy with customers as well. It was definitely a different time back then. That was at the old Square One mall. Holy smokes, that's long. I just like the fact now that I always wanted to have Grey Knights when I was younger, when they first came out, and now I actually have the full army. 30 years later. Not 30, but feels like 30. Still the go for paint? Not anymore. No, God no. The one that I use right now is Turbo Dork for the metals. They're really good, and you can use them straight out. Like this one, I don't have to like dry brush so much to get what I want. I could just make sure that I get a little bit on the brush, and I can just dry brush it with it right away, right? Just kind of get like the areas that have nothing, and then just spread it out around a little bit, and then I can kind of go from there. But like Vallejo is the new good ones that I really like. But again, each one has a different color and tone and stuff like that you gotta play around with. There's even like deco art, the one from like Michaels, which is actually not too bad. I've been kind of experimenting with their paints, and Army Painter as well. They have a line of speed paints and oils and things like that that are in direct competition, and they're cheaper and better priced, and some of them even work better. Like the contrast paints from Vallejo, a lot of people are saying the speed paints is the one to go with. I think it's Vallejo. Pretty sure. Ah! Just hit there on that. Oh, there we go. I was like, I know I'm missing a spot here. Have fun. Enjoy the weather while it lasts. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the company. Yes, bye. Hi, Snow Cube. How's your day going? Alright, we got this pretty much ready. There we go. There we go. Is there anything else I'm missing? That side, that side. I can hit that one a little bit better. No, because that's gonna be, I do need to hit the fist a little bit more. I want the edges to light up a little bit more. There we go. That side could stay. Give it a little bit more color. That's fine. Ding, 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 ding. That's there, that's there, that's there. Yeah, that works out pretty good. Oh, I don't like that. There we go. At least the metal looks scratched up. Back of this doesn't look that great. There we go. Is there enough paint on here to get that just a little bit more? Oh yeah, that little blotch kind of messes it up. I gotta even it out a little bit, just so it doesn't look so weird. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now we can hit our guns. Ah! Don't throw it at the model. This is what we'll do. Gray nights are so much fun, 'cause they're easy and fun at the same time, and my pants are vibrating. Then we can get away with this one. Oh, I need more. I didn't realize I needed so much more. Jeez. Well, we can get the way with the sword. We can just leave some of the details out. We don't need to do the whole blade because the whole blade's going to be a different color. Leave that there like so. There we go. go. Let that side dry off. Hammer's done. We just need this guy. Who keeps buzzing my... Oh, God. That clears OT now to go back to PF and make the brothers kiss. Oh, it's happening. One of our raid team members are on their way to becoming a full-fledged tank. There we go. 1, 2. Then we can start adding color to them. I gotta do the little thingy here. This one we can do normally. We don't have to do it like this. Okay. Just gotta do this fist. Then dry brushing is so much fun and so easy to do, and it makes everything look better. I love dry brushing. Dry brushing, so much fun. Dry brushing. The beauties of dry brushing is so much fun. Do 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 do. There we go. Do you have any Tau? I wish. I do have Gundam, though. Close enough. You have Pokemon music on? No, Chrono Trigger. I'm hurt here. Now I'm hurt. Pokemon music. What is this? That alien thing they were allies with? Maybe? I'm not catching the drift. These are the Dread Knights. Is that the alien things that we're allies with? No, it's the alien thing that devours the planet, and you gotta go around traveling across time to kill the thing. Yeah, it's the Millennium Fair song, or the overworld of the present time. Yeah, Chrono Trigger. If you haven't gotten a chance to play with it, or play the game, play it. You will not be disappointed. It's old school, but it's a good old school. Okay, dry brushing is done. Oh, no, we need speed painting. Our speedball paint, our ink. And now we need our actual paintbrushes now. The Kroot. No, these guys are the Grey Knights. I used to love them. It's about 16, 17 years since I last saw Warhammer. Really? Oh man. It's everywhere now. But yeah, it's good fun. I'm coming back into the game after, same time. It's like 20 some odd years. Oh, that is totally gonna be bent. Get that ink in there so we can make it look like it's glowing. My son wanted to get into it, so he said, I need somebody to play with, Dad. Sure enough. used to make like little stop motion videos. Oh, that must have been fun. That's hours of fun. Back when I first, me and my buddy started the game, and we would have like weekend battles, just ongoing war. We would just have the full army. I think we had like, almost 4,000 points going. And then it got really serious when we had a third player, and it would just be I think we would start like 9 in the morning and not be done till 9 at night. Like just 12 hours of Warhammer. That was fun. What else was I gonna? Oh, all these guys. Yeah, those were the days. Life was simple. When you can get 2 hamburgers at Walmart. What's up, Darren? Denarian. Nice. Do you have a favorite army? Aw, heck yeah, Ethan. Good to see you. How's your day been? I think I got it all lit. A little bit more. Little more ink to go around to get that nice little effect. Should get more views. I wish. But I'm just a dude just here painting, and I appreciate everybody stopping by and saying hi. I know the quality's not great, but I'm not a favored, creator or whatever you want to call it. I'm just a dude on the internet doing what he loves. If I get views, great. If I don't, I appreciate everybody that stops by. This is more about the hobby than views. I mean, eventually, I need, what, like a bunch? Blood Angels? Nice. They're a good team right now. They just got a whole bunch of new stuff. I think a new rule for them. There we go. So we got that one. Oh yeah, we gotta get inside the engine blocks. Ah! Oh. Just the tip. We just need the top part. Because when we put the orange, we want it to be bright. There we go. Mine, Grey Knights. The one that I'm working on right now. I already got the one guy done. Grey Knights and then Orcs. Just because they're goofy. They're my kind of goofy. There we go. The nice thing is too now is that they have like a smaller game kill team, so it's it's like a smaller version of the big Warhammer game, and you can get your factions in there and play small games. You know, it only takes, you know, maybe a week to get all the models ready, depending on, you know, the effort that you put into it, right? Because they're more hero characters. That's a good way to get in, yeah. Especially if you know, always wanted to dabble and try, or if you missed it, and you don't wanna spend the money on a whole army. Kill team is the definite way to go. Message retracted. Oh man, did you try to send a link or something? ALR. Oh. I don't know what ALR means. That one will fly over my head. I misspelled. Oh. Oh, heck yeah, there we go. There we go. Means all right. Oh, duh. I am not savvy with all the... You should see my text messages. My text messages are all spelt out. My coworkers used to bug me about it all the time. I said, oh, you guys all have the new lingo. I don't. I am definitely not all up to date. And that's okay because I'm not working right now again. So I don't have to deal with their text messages. Where's this? The best part. Get some peace and quiet for a little bit. And I can make time for all my friends and their pet projects that they need done. So I won't be... This is oddly peaceful. Usually is. This is how I de-wind. Instead of playing video games and... you know, going to the next mission and whatnot. You just kind of chill. Just paint. Listen to some good tunes. Where else do we have? Ah, right here. It's like, I know there was another cable somewhere. Like after work, during the work week, I would come and do this. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I should just stream it. And so I just started streaming more and more and more. And I just found that it was, you know, I could stream it. And then I get everyone stopping by, saying hi. And I get my work done finally, and I meet some cool people. Like yourself. Oh, I can do my seal here. One thing I do wish, whenever I'm stressed, I go to random lives like these where the host makes props for Warhammer and D&D. Yeah, there's some good guys out there that are doing some fun stuff. I try to catch this one lady. She does really good work on Gundams, and sometimes I catch her, but I can't seem to. Whenever I want to watch the channel, I always seem to forget the name. And then I just move on, and then I forget about it, and then it comes back up in a couple months. It's like, ah, shit. But I watch her YouTube videos. They've taught me a lot about different techniques and things like that. What I do wish is that I could listen to more jazz, though. And YouTube wouldn't ding me for it. Do you watch an anime? Yeah, I'm a big Gundam guy. I enjoy my Gundam. Some of the new stuff hasn't been too fun, but I think right now I'm trying to finish Dr. Stone. I'll have my periods of watching anime nonstop, and then I just stop for a while. Very particular with my anime. Like, I enjoy my, like, 80s and 90s anime. Golgo 13, City Hunter. They don't make them like that no more. Nice. Which one's your favorite one from the 80s and the 90s? I have another one on the tip of my tongue that's I can't remember if it's an 80s or a 90s, but I think it might be even early 2000s. But Escaflowne, that one was a good one. I enjoyed that one thoroughly, and I always remember the music for it. That was the shit. Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good classic. That one, you can rewatch Cowboy Bebop and enjoy it. You enjoy it more on your second and third viewing the older you get. Oh, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Oh, crap. That's okay. I'm gonna paint that a different color anyways. Missing anything else? Yeah, they are. YouTube is always delayed. A lot of the times, by the time I get it and I respond to it, the video, there's like a good almost 30-second delay in the, like, I try to be fast with YouTube, but I always try to mention to people, it's like YouTube, there's a delay. But I'm streaming on Twitch as well, and Twitch is a lot more responsive. Holy moly, we can actually glue this bad boy down. Oh, heck yeah. It's this way. That's the way. Uh-huh. Now we want to copy this guy a little bit, but do it better. So, oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I gotta go. I'll join on Twitch next time. Same name. I'm on the same name on all the platforms now. I'll be streaming tomorrow too, but it'll be video games. Tomorrow I gotta run around and try to fix my USB problem. Ugh. But have fun, dude. Catch you on the flip side. I gotta stop doing that because my elbows hurt. Okay, we got that. That's good there. Oh my god, my eyes. Okay. Anything else? What did I do on that one? I left that one. I don't know. Oh. Definitely do this. Ah. Do 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 do. All right, we're off to a good roll. Oh, excuse me, dear Lord, gross. Dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. It's definitely time to get this oh, now you're gonna know. Aw, yeah. Thanks for following and subscribing. Brett13, you're the best. And Mitrite Bright. Just painted my first ever mini over the last weekend. Nice! I'm excited for you. If you're not excited, it's not the best, but I gotta start something. That's right. You just gotta start somewhere. And honestly, dude, if you wanna see, I did a shit job with my first one and I decided to do my hero character instead. Then I changed my mind halfway through and I said, no! Yeah, if you want to get better, there's a few people that I can suggest to you to go watch their videos for, just for improving your skills and things like that. Because I watch them as well. And then I kind of just like made up my. I know my shortcomings with my skills and things like that, and I adapted for them. Ah, that was in my eye. Ah, motherfucker. It's just always embark your knowledge onto a young liege. Time. It really is just time. And once you get a technique that you like, you really start to put the skills into it. The biggest one that I really am enjoying the most right now is dry brushing. It's super easy and makes it a lot you get through your army a lot faster if you're painting an army, and you get far better detail. Like that's what I just did on my guy right here. I've heard that it gets tossed around that. What exactly is that? So dry brushing is a lot easier, and I'll show you in 2 seconds after I stop getting gold paint all over me. I swear to God, if I get this on my shirt, my wife is gonna kill me. But enough about me. You literally just take a makeup brush. So I found this set for $5. It was like a whole thing. And makeup brushes are the easiest ones to grab, and you know, there's an abundance. I think that's it. There's a few other lying around somewhere. Yeah, there's... And pretty much what you want to do is you want to make sure that you get it a little damp, right? Get it worked up a little bit. I can do you a short little tutorial too, right? Make sure that it's damp. And then what you're gonna do is, I can show you on this blade anyways, because I'm gonna do it. I gotta paint this blade anyways, so. Blue paint everywhere. So let's go with our get a little bit of this guy. I'm not the best at it, but I found certain paints that work well that I can just set. So I just get my guy here, get my wet palette that I made myself, get your consistency that you want. I like mine when I'm dry brushing, I like it to be a little bit more watery. Simply get your guy here and you just get a little bit of the paint on there. You just want to work it into the brush. Once you get your brush, you want to get I like using like printer paper. It's like, again, it's found it on sale, and you want to try to get, because when you push it, it's gonna have like a good smudge. You want to try to get it, you want to go light, and you want to make sure that you're not getting a whole bunch. You can see at the back here that it's thicker. You want to try to get that consistency, and you want to, what you're trying to do is get a majority of the paint off so that you're left with just a little bit, so that you get this light effect going, so that when you have that, you can just go lightly on the blade and just get the top or the the raised parts, so that all the recessed parts all stay the certain color, or you get that black background. And then you can get that, like, if you go for the metals, you can get like a brushed metal look, like it's been worn in a sense. And then you just go light across. And if you do it in an angle, you can get it certain textures and certain ways of it going, and then you can still get you still keep the definition on the inside. It also helps with the backgrounds as well, like especially on the recessed areas and in the back. Yeah, when you're doing like 50 models, yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. Like, I did the dry brush technique on this, on my Razorback, and so that gives me that brushed metal look, like it was, you know, like it was still being used in the middle. And then when you go through a full army, you kind of want to try to develop the skill to a point where it's acceptable. And so, Like these were the first guys I did, and I didn't like. This is where I learned a lot of my techniques, and then this is where I like thoroughly improved on them. But I didn't like the paint job, and then I got to the last iteration of them. But I still use the dry brushing technique, and it helped with just getting it done faster, and at least you're getting the base coats done. And then once you find the primer, the best primer that works with your paint, then you just dry brush over with the theme that you're going with, and you clear. This took me, I think, what, 20 minutes? Maybe? Yeah, lots of trial and error. Usually you... Man, I did 4 different versions. And it just takes time. A lot of it just time. But yeah, just go over. Because you can even get this little recessed area here. This is like the best with the dry brush. So you still, on the back, sorry, on the bottom of, underneath the lettering is still black. The lettering itself is blue. So if you push in harder, you're gonna get the paint in there. If you just go lightly over, it just, you can just get the top details. And that's the whole idea of dry brushing, is just you want to get the idea, the brighter spots. So like, you know, like on the Space Marine shoulder pads, like the wider areas, and then the recesses just stay dark, so it's a lot easier. What got you into painting? My kid, again. My kid gets me into hobbies that I don't want to do. I was in this hobby a long time ago when I was growing up. Back when I was like 13, 14, me and my buddies all said, oh, let's do it. We'll, you know, we'll have war games and shit. And it just kind of, eventually, you know, you realize you don't have enough money for the hobby. We weren't working and our parents couldn't afford it. And, you know, back then it was a lot harder to learn different techniques and learn the painting. And then as a kid, getting around was a pain in the ass too. Couldn't get to different shops and classes to learn because, you know, Warhammer wasn't big back then. So I always had it, had the skills, always did it, but I wasn't gonna get back into it. But then my kid just pulls you back in. Yeah, that's about it. What actually got me into it originally was because of the war games. That's pretty much where it kind of goes. Not my first, but it's definitely a lot easier now because I can just, oh, you know what? I don't like this paint that I'm using, or I don't like these brushes that I'm using, or I need something new, or I want to try this, or I just go out and buy it. Because now I've like set aside budgets for, you know, I set budgets for hobbies and things like that because I have too many. So I have like a hobby budget kind of like account where I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm going to put like 20 bucks in here, 30 bucks. And then I pick a hobby that I'm going to jump into. And now that I got like my set of hobbies, I just kind of stick with those, and then whatever's happening, like right now, Yu-Gi-Oh's on the back burner because my deck is now not meta anymore, and I don't like any of the new decks coming out. So fuck that game. I'll keep playing my Malice girls. Still number one though. Still topped the championship a couple weeks ago, so still meta. Anything else you want to pick my brain about? Because I'm just a book of knowledge. I would like to impart all my knowledge of mistakes so that you can avoid them and skip them. Too many things. Watch so many. Too many channels using them. Oh yeah. Yeah, the washes are so the ones that I have are contrast paints. That's the Games Workshop brand that they have. Those washes work very well with the dry brushing technique. So I think, where is it? I think my guy right here. Where do I have a wash here? Huh. I could just use the back here. So one of the easiest ways, like when I'm going for a glow effect, or I try to show something's glowing. Yeah, that's right. Warhammer Crunchy. All the Warhammer. This is the one that we're working on right now. You just use it's a liquid, so then you'll, where is it here? You just brush it over onto the paint and it gives it a different tone. So on the gold here, I use the gold paint, the Retributor armor, and then I throw this Seraphim Sepia contrast paint onto the gold, and it gives it a different texture or a tone, and it gets into the recesses. So with dry brushing on some of the models, you can get I could go over this with contrast paint and get the get an effect that I'm going for with using that. So if I have a dark one, you want to use like a brighter wash. What other thing with the washes? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there's not really a whole big thing to it. They have some oils and things like that, that everyone puts the null oil all over it. as well. That one's big one. I see a lot about it. Primer, yeah, prime. If you can prime your models, prime them. It just helps it 150%. What's your favorite Lego build? Man, Lego build, the Gundam one. The biggest one though, Brett, is a wet palette. That's gonna be your game changer. The wet palette is something that takes your painting and thinning to the next level. And this literally cost me $5. So priming the model as well, it's like a two-step thing. You just want to make sure that you get the model covered nicely, and like they say, like, you know, stay about like 6 to 8 inches back from the model, and just give it a quick like 2 spray, like 1 2, and then kind of turn it a bit, 1 2, and you just kind of go around. You go nice and light, and then you let it dry, and then if you see that it needs a little bit somewhere, give it a little bit. But as long as it has a nice coat over it, then at least you can start painting away, right? Because the big thing about the primers is that a lot of people use the primers and over prime it and cover up the details and things like that. So that's why you want to just do like the quick pss, 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 kind of thing. That's what I did today too. Where'd you get your wet palette from? The dollar store. I'm telling you, you go to the dollar store, it's $5. Because if you want one of those fancy wet palettes, it's like $100. Fuck that. All right, let me just get this guy set. Yeah. This is literally a takeout container that has clips on the side. Dollar store right there. And you literally flip it on the bottom side so that your parchment paper is down. And you literally get paper towel, wet it. Yeah. Yeah, the Dollar Tree is where it's at. I think this is where this one came from. You can get your parchment paper, just cut it to size, fit it in. Wet your, like, not just wet it, but soak it. Soak the paper towel. I do one fold over and then I just cut it. Like that. Kind of fits nicely in there. You just cut it to size, soak it, leave the soak, leave it like nice and filled, and then you just dab the parchment paper on one side in, make sure that it's nice and wet, dab it on the other side, and then just press it down and even it out so that there's no wrinkles and things like that. 'Cause that's what kind of gets in the way sometimes. But aside from that, it's so simple. Because then I can just toss this and slap in a new one and be done. I don't have to worry about the sponge getting moldy. I don't have to worry about, you know, damaging it or, you know, this is the way to go. Yeah, it cost me $5. What's your favorite build? Lego build, Joe Flanagan. How long does one guy take to paint all together? It depends on the model, but if you're experienced, you can get a model done in a day, no problem. If you're painting an army, you want to keep it to like short bursts. Like I usually try to do like 5 to 10 models max, and I just do one paint and use up all the paint on all 10 models. It can be a week, it can be 2 weeks. I've been spending about a year, and that's with like trial and error and testing things out. And that's with, you know, life and work and all that stuff. God, I learned more here in 20 minutes than all we got. It honestly helps when you're talking to somebody, just to, because a lot of the times they use lots of different words that a lot of people are not familiar with, so it kind of throws people off. But a lot of it is a far, I don't know. It helped. I like to think of myself as like an idiot, and I need to explain things like an idiot, or so that I understand it, so that I know when I'm explaining it to somebody else, hopefully they're smarter and understand what I'm talking about. I like try to bring it down to the, like, break it down to its most simplest understanding, or at least how I understand it. Dumb Fred brain is peanut. That's right. We all have peanut brains, and our peanut brain must be formulated. The answers must be formulated so that the peanut can understand. Yeah, and don't be afraid to, like, if you put a light coat on, don't worry about it and just let it dry and then put another coat on later. It's a time-consuming process, but your paint job will improve with each model that you do. As long as you set time aside for painting, then you'll slowly get better. Because if you're rushing, it's gonna show, right? But the dry brushing technique will help you if you can learn and incorporate that into your skill set. Over time, you'll learn and you'll master it with the different paints as well and the technique, and you will just be flying after that. You'll be like, holy shit, I should have done this years ago. Not much about Warhammer lore. I've thought about buying the games. My computer, I'm more of a D&D guy. Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate and all that. Those are good games. My friend just maxed it out, or got all the achievements. Yeah, there's some of the Warhammer games. I'm not a big fan of the video games themselves. But like, who can argue a Steam sale at $10 for a game, you know? Like, I picked up the Grey Knights one, the Demon Hunters, or Demon Gate, and I picked up the Space Marines 2 game. That one's good fun. I enjoyed that. I'll kick that up anytime. Which reminds me, I haven't even played that in a long time. Holy shit. Ah! There we go. All right, just give things time to rest and set. Now we can go back to our main guy here. Do you play the tabletop game? I will be. I'm trying to finish everything. I have this I can pass off. This is tabletop ready. It's not 100% done. I gotta do the flag a little bit better, and I gotta, finish doing a few details. It's mostly all on the flag. I got this Dread Knight unit to do, and then one more tank. I could get it done, but I don't know. Tomorrow I'm running around town grabbing shit, and then tomorrow is raid night on Final Fantasy, and then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it done in time. I would like to. It's fun. I miss it. Often do I stream? I normally stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Mostly at nights, 9 p.m. EST. And then yeah, during the week, like right now during the week, I stream during the day sometimes, and from there it's kind of like off and on. Usually it depends on what I'm doing on that day. Like next week, I'm not going to be streaming during the week because of I got to go help out a buddy with some projects. So once that week is done, after the following, I'm not sure. It all kind of depends on what's happening. But mostly Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday nights. Sweet. I look forward to you being there. Yeah, I got video games on Friday, Saturday, and then painting is Sunday, Monday. And that's just for I'm gonna be doing more painting in the future, just because once I'm done this raid tier, I'll be done, and I don't think I'm gonna be going back to the Friday, Saturday. It's too much over the course of a couple of months. So, plus I got Gundam Assemble to do as well. That's another board game I've gotten into. Oh yeah, I need to thin this out properly. Oh, and 2 cups of water. One for, washing your brush, and then one with clean water. That's where it really makes a good difference too. See, YouTube, if you come over to the Twitch side, it's far more responsive. I see the messages and they see me and hear me reacting almost in real time. Ba, ba, ba. We got so much gold to put on here. I didn't realize. Oh shit, you know what just hit me? Sponges. I'm hitting the hay, it's early morning for me, yeah. Aw, thanks, man. Thank you for the knowledge, good sir. No problemo. And I'll hit you up with more on the next one. I appreciate you just stopping by and having a good conversation. Oh, heck yeah. That worked out pretty good. There we go. Time is it anyways? 10:30. Holy moly. The wife hasn't called me yet. Oh my god, my eyes. Oh, cool. Did I make that? Make it? Yeah, I built it. I'll say that. Yeah. Now we're just getting it painted and ready. If I can get this one table ready, then I can get away with it and make it for the tournament on Sunday. I didn't have to run around. I mean, I might be able to get away with it. But I gotta go and I want to get some shit done. So we'll see. Next time I do a Dread Knight, though, I think I'm gonna keep these arms off. This is silly. How can I paint this when it's in and I can't even get at the details? Those details are going to be noticeable. Okay, I can get away with that one in the back there. That's fine. I don't even think I have to paint the shoulder. Yeah, I don't even paint that. What does this one cover up? Yeah, I don't gotta do anything there. Oh, the shoulder pads. That I do have to paint. I need a little bit more water. A little bit too thick. I need to get the gold into the recess. And if it's thick, it won't get in there. Ah. Whew. Ah. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Oh. Woo. Man. No coffee and nothing? That's our first in a while. I feel like I'm getting sick. Well, nice. Ooh, I can start to feel I'm getting tired now. Crap. It'll be a good thing anyways. I should go to bed at a decent time. 'Cause tomorrow's gonna be late. That was close. Oh. Oh my god, my eyes. Okay. Okay, I can't do like big detail parts or small detail parts anymore. It's already 10. Yeah, it's time for bed. I am exhausted. What I will do is glue it though as my final thing for the night. Because, man. But we had a pretty decent stream. We got a lot done. We were able to get everything dry brush primed today, and we'll even get it beast. Get it? Get it? No? Nobody? I know. Tough crowd. That's how we'll do it. And he sits, so we don't have to worry too much about it. At least get him on. We want it there. Oh, feels good. Not gonna lie. That. There's a good satisfaction about it. Like, I want to lie and say, like, thank God I'm done. But I'm not. But I'm done for the night. But that felt good. Gluing it down. Because when you glue it down, it feels like you're one step closer. One. Oh, no, don't touch it. So if I touch it and I try to mess with it, I'm just gonna ask myself for trouble. Okay. Other than that, thanks for kicking around and sticking around and watching the stream, hanging out with me. We all learned something today. I learned how to teach somebody else too. Helping out another fellow miniature painter. And you know, I appreciate everybody that came and chatted and hang out. So aside from that, have yourself a wonderful night. Enjoy your Friday with whatever you're doing, and see you tomorrow night.